Hello Libra, Libra Rising, and Libra Moon people. This is your weekly, almost said weekly again, monthly astrological horoscope for the month of July 2017. And a quick reminder for all you Libra people out there, remember these monthly horoscopes are the big sweeping angles that move through our astrology charts. You know, so very seldom does anything that happen when I go over these happen for just one day. They're usually 2 weeks or more, and it's very important to keep that in mind because a lot of astrologers don't remind people to think about that. Also, don't forget, as of the 1st of July, the Tarot Home Study course that I've put out is available for purchase and download. Again, 1st of July, I'm recording this before the 1st of July, and it's going to be over 3 hours of content teaching all about the tarot plus supplemental documents taken directly from the book that I'm working on. If you're interested in that, you can again go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. It's the same place you'd go to get a session with me. And of course, again, if you ever want to get short-term aspects and flavor of the week, flavor of the day kind of situations, check out the weekly horoscopes. The first half is always exclusively astrology, which means there's something for everybody. So what's going on with your astrology this month? Well, we have some leftover energies going on, and that is Mars, planet of action and energy, moving through Cancer, your 10th house of career, where he's going to be all the way up until the 20th of the month. And whenever Mars is in a financial sector, you know I always like to talk about Mars bringing that sweet overtime money and the opportunity to increase our hours in a very competitive way. Now, with Mars in the 10th house, this can also bring you into opportunities to start competing for, interviewing for, or just simply trying to negotiate ways to advance your career in a way that's more assertive. You know, whether we're looking for a promotion, again, a more competitive position at work, a more challenging position at work. You may be noticing all kinds of little tests, all kinds of little, little ways to demonstrate your abilities, or to perhaps even start nailing some very difficult assignments, difficult clients, where other people at the office may be afraid to tread, and you will actually do so quite well, and you may actually, again, win a lot of points doing so. And that, again, is a big energy that goes on for the first 3 weeks of the month, so you're going to be able to have a lot of fun with that. On the 4th of the month, we've got Venus going into Gemini, into your 9th house of higher education, travel, government and legal proceedings, as well as your spiritual life. And when we have Venus go into the 9th house, it's a wonderful opportunity to start meeting more people from outside of your bubble. Okay, we all have bubbles. Some are bigger, some are smaller, but we all got them. And when we have Venus in the 9th house, it's maybe even very likely for a lot of you who are looking for love, looking for romance, you may find that you are attracting a lot of people from outside of your faith, or outside of your national origin, from, out of the country, different family structures, all kinds of things. And you may find that this is actually a better fit than what you've been used to being in your own backyard. With Venus also being in this area, you can expect a lot of support, whether it's from academic institutions or government bodies. If you need that extra support to get authorization, to get permission, to get permits, any of those things that you're trying to get changed or worked out or made official in your favor when it comes to how you are doing your work or pursuing your academic education, or possibly even handling a legal proceeding if you need to appeal something, or or bring a motion, between the 4th and the 31st of the month, so pretty much all of July, is going to be very easy for you to pull that off. On the 5th of the month, we've got Mercury, planet of communications, haste and speed, moving into Leo, into your 11th house of friendships and social networking. And you're going to hear a lot about Leo this month. It's one of those group-up kinds of months when it comes to the planetary activity. But with Mercury in this area, you're going to be noticing that your word is traveling farther and faster. And you may be finding that you are actually quite popular. There may be some opportunities for a quick 15 minutes of fame or so with Mercury in this area of your chart. But it's also time to start speeding up an opportunity for you to get started on a big bucket list item. Whether it's a personal goal, a personal dream, or a humanitarian project, you and a lot of your friends are going to finally find the time, energy, and resources to start putting this forth into being in the best of ways possible. And a lot of that acceleration energy is going to be with you from the 5th all the way up until the 25th of the month. It's a short period, just barely less than 3 weeks, so you got to make sure that you get started during that time. On the 9th of the month, we've got a full moon occurring in Capricorn in your 4th house of home and family. And this full moon is a bit tense for everyone because it's going to be also conjunct Pluto retrograde in the same space, while also making a loose opposition to Mars in the opposite place. Now this can indicate issues where we are bringing up old, unsettled problems, or let's just say elephants in the room that got way too comfortable on the home front. And a lot of you Libra people out there may be finding that you are just not exactly in a situation with a family member where one or maybe multiple parties are actually capable or emotionally available to fixing this once and for all. Be careful about initiating any kind of tense discussions with people you know who might not necessarily be mentally or emotionally equipped to handle it, because things tend to blow up around this kind of energy, especially if people live by clinging to the past or over-identify with whatever this experience is. And this most likely will come up sometime between the 9th and the 23rd of the month. On the 20th of the month, we do have Mars, planet of action and energy, moving into your 11th house, again that friendships and social networking area, where he's going to be bringing you a lot of champions for your own personal cause. It's about getting you tighter with your friends, tighter with your friendship circles now. You know, with Mars in the 11th house, always think about warriors' honor, you know, brothers and sisters in arms. We think about getting closer to people, getting away from superficial relationships, getting away from, you know, popularity for popularity's sake, you know, actually making sure that we're hanging out with people that are actually meant to be more like our brothers and sisters from other mothers, and less of the, you know, and again, less of the shallow crap. And this is an energy that's going to carry all the way up through the end of August. This is a great time to be reuniting with people that we haven't had a chance to see in a while, but also to have people show up to actually even link you to more possibilities, especially when it comes to your professional growth and, again, your opportunity to perhaps create a tighter circle and platonic support system. On the 22nd of the month, we've got the Sun moving into this area, as well as a new moon falling in this area on the 23rd. And the last few weeks of this month seem to be revolving around, again, you creating a brand new circle for yourself, or possibly, if you've been kind of out of the social sphere for a while, discovering a new circle for yourself, or discovering a new social circle that you know is actually the perfect fit for the you in the present. This can also be a wonderful opportunity for a lot of you who may actually be looking for some kind of grand adventure or quest that you need to go on in order to find some kind of self-actualization opportunity, or possibly even discover some kind of cause that you want to live in, or maybe even start living by a cause that you've never actually allowed to see the light of day. Again, with Mars also being there, you're not going to be going on this adventure alone, but it may actually be the kind of thing that just does change who you are for the rest of your life. And so make sure, you know, you prepare, because we're going to have another new moon in this area, a solar eclipse in August, and this is just opening that window. On the 25th of the month, we do have Mercury, the planet of communications, haste, and speed, moving into your 12th house, your past, your privacy, and your hidden zone, where he's going to be for a while as well. And with Mercury in your 12th house, we tend to see an opportunity for you to start getting more information that people tend to keep private. People can tend to keep secrets, or keep away from public knowledge. People are going to be more trusting, you'll be more, you know, telling you more things in confidence. But be careful, you do need to keep these things in confidence. This is also a time for a lot of you Libra people to accelerate your progress in any kind of spiritual or artistic pursuit that you do on your own. If you've been feeling like things have been a bit lax, we've been putting it off a little bit too much, life's been very distracting, people have been very demanding, this is the time where we get to finally go and indulge in our Zen. And finally, on the 31st of the month, we've got Venus moving into your 10th house of career. And this is definitely something that is, more of an August energy, but it's the last day of this month, so I figured I'd talk about it. When Venus in the 10th house is very different than Mars. While Mars was trying to bring you extra opportunities and extra money and growth through labor and hard work and overtime, Venus does it through popularity contests. Venus tends to do it through favors, people trying to actually win you over, possibly even with incentives for you to give them favor, give them extra attention. You'll be able to count on extra money coming through partners or from partners at the office, or possibly even customers and clients willing to shell out big bucks in order to get the attention that you want. Take a lot of time at the end of the month to consider what you might actually want to be asking for from a boss as well. This may be an opportunity to consider a promotion or a raise for yourself to take home too. So that is your horoscope, Libra. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.